Hello, I hope you can hear me. We will begin at 5:07. We're just waiting for other participants to join the webinar. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the chat room and I will reply at the end of the presentation, or I will send you an email with more details as needed. Okay, so we will begin now. Thank you for joining today's webinar. The topic for the presentation is Security Plus, Operation Management, and Business Intelligence. My name is Joel Oporta. I am the Sales Account Manager for ACTi. And this afternoon, I hope that we can learn something new and share your ideas. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. I will be answering your questions at the end of the presentation. Also, I will be sending you this information, this PPT, through email, and I will record this webinar for you to have it as a future reference. First, I will introduce about ACTi. ACTi was established on September 2003. The head office is in Taipei, Taiwan. Our branch office is in the USA, in Irvine, in California. Our workforce is around 200 people. Most of them are in the R&D department. Today is Security Plus. I will begin first by giving a concept. What is Security Plus? Security Plus, it is a modern end-to-end security system that combines real-time information management with intelligent and automated features for immediate incident handling. The system must be highly reliable and flexible for integration, regardless of the size and complexity of the system. So in this, we can see some key points. It is modern, which means it is always growing and under development. There is complete solutions, and also according to the client, we can customize each solution. It is intelligent. You can actually obtain graphical data and all kind of reports from this Security Plus system. Person challenges which businesses are facing. These challenges doesn't matter if it's a small or large company, if it has multiple sites, they all are facing these type of challenges. So this is our agenda. I will talk about 9 key points which are involved both in Security Plus concept, in operation management concepts, and in business intelligence concept. I have marked them in different colors and added a small name there, Security Plus groups. The operation management group is OM, and business intelligence group, which is BI. So in our agenda, we have 9 different points. First, video monitoring, access control station, and intercom stations, which are all combined in the group of Security Plus. Then I will be talking about cloud-based digital signage, service optimization, and parking lot management, which are all in the group of operation management. Then I will move on to talk about people counting, heat map analysis, and demographic analysis. This is mostly for the business intelligence, and is particularly focused on retail stores, but can also be applied into different kind of situations, and I will describe them as I introduce each one of them. For video monitoring, ACTi offers more than 250 IP camera models. We have that in our catalog. We handle discrete monitoring cameras. For example, this one here over the image, as you can see, it's a really small camera. We have around 20 models for discrete monitoring, and you can always find that information in our website. We have all type of mini domes, dome cameras. They are simple and very efficient. They can be installed indoors, they can be installed outdoors, and we have different models for you to choose, ranging from 1 megapixel all the way up to 10 megapixels. We have this powerful and economical fisheye camera. It has the function for dewarping installed within the camera, so you actually, what you get is a hemispheric view, 360-degree view. It is perfect, excellent for when you need to see all around, and it's robust. You can install it outdoors, and there is not any problem as it's approved with the IK standards. We have the robust and multifunctional cameras. They can be used for outdoors, especially if you need high accuracy, high details. This is a 30x zoom camera, which you can also find in different megapixels resolutions. And we also have flexible and competitive in prices, mini bullet cameras and bullet cameras. For the video monitoring, we offer our video management systems, or MBR, and we have it in 2 different groups, which is the software and the standalone MBRs. Within the software group, we have the corporate and enterprise version. They can serve up to 100 channels. Regularly is 1 IP camera per channel. They that you can have a synchronized playback of up to 64 channels at the same time. It is customizable, the layout. You can have 2x2 for views, for different views, 16, 64, as you might like. There is, in the corporate version, I would like to emphasize, is where we offer the Security Plus options, and I will talk more about this as I move during the presentation. For the standalone version, we have different series, GNR, INR, SNR, which is for vehicles, and the ENR series. And in this presentation, I will emphasize in the ENR series because we have been working a lot in this series, and it's where we are promoting the Security Plus concept more focused. For the ENR series, in the Security Plus sections, we have 3 different designs, which is desktop, tower design, and rack mount design. They can go from 4 to 16 channels and 16 to 32 for the tower design and rack mount design. But here are the key features, and these are the things that you might want to know, because I'm not just offering the products, but I also want to give you what are the key features, the points that are actually good for the end user. And if you're an integrator, you can always bring up these points of what ACTi is actually working on, and it's really good to be ahead of the other integrators. So all the ENRs in this section cover dual streams of camera. This is important because you can have a live view with a very low frame per second, and you can have a more frames per second for the recording. It is more detailed. You will have more frames during 1 second, so you can have bigger details for any security threat. It has an advanced compression for H.265, H.264, and MJPEG. These ENRs support access control and POS integration, and this is a very key point. Access control can be installed in the same server where you have your IP cameras, so you will be notified every time there is a person trying to come in, swiping in an RFID card or trying to use the face recognition access control station. There will be a notification, there will be a log, so you can actually search this log information of each user, which is identified through its RFID card. You can use video footage from mobile device with these ENRs. You can bring your phone, and through the mobile application of ACTi, you can actually play the video from any place, and it will be helpful for security guards that go around patrolling in large areas. It supports Stoxy external storage. This is good if you need to have maybe probably a month or 2 months recording as evidence, and then you can actually search within this big storage capacity. It is a plug-and-play Linux embedded system, so there is no worries. You just plug in the IP cameras, and through the DHCP protocol, you will be able to find cameras. So this is a very easy to install device. It supports digital input and output. There is actually 2 terminals for input and output of digital devices. Best of all is that in the price of this ENR, we already include the price for the licenses. So there is no other hidden price behind it. Once we give you the quotation for this device, you will be receiving the price for an equipment that is ready to use and be ready to deploy. The versions are in 4, 9, 16, and 32 channels, and they're all available. So you are welcome to have any requests and even have a product sample if needed. Access control, we offer you 2 different options. We have the standard and the intelligent access control stations. So what's the big difference here? The big difference is that the intelligent access control stations offer you face recognition technology. For this, we utilize both 2D and 3D face recognition. The 3D is actually more accurate, and it will be more resistant to false positive accuracy. So, for example, if someone brings a picture, it will be able to detect and it will not allow it because with the 3D technology, what it does is that it captures the figure of the person and builds a 3D image. And so for each user that is registered, it's unique, and so you have a higher accuracy. For the standard access control station, on the other hand, we basically rely on RFID card readers, and they have different bundles of database from 600 to 16,000 RFID cards. For the face recognition, on the other hand, we have from 300 up to 100,000 users. Here is something you need to be careful about, and it's that for the above 600 users, you need to include both face plus RFID users. We only offer up to 600 users for only face as a mode of giving access to the person. So there is something to be careful about when ordering or giving the offers for this product. The RFID card readers are simple but very useful, especially because they can be integrated with the ENR that I just talked about. And this is the access control for intent option. Is the R21CF30. As I said, it can recognize a face in 1 second with 99% accuracy. It detects the invalid attempts of using a photo. It is hygienic as no contact is required. Many people are using the fingerprint access control, but in this case, you will only need to stand in front of the device and the device will immediately recognize your face. If you're registered, then it will allow the access to the person. And best of all, it has tolerance to glasses. So if a person wears glasses, that is not a problem. He can be recognized by this device, the R21CF30. And again, it has a database of 300, 600, 2,000, and up to 100,000 users. Again, the 600 users is the maximum for only face recognition. If you want to have above 600 users, you need to have also RFID cards. So in this case, you will be standing in front of the device and also swiping a card to be granted access. We offer Intercom Stations, which are also part of the Security Plus concept. We have 3 different models, the Q950, Q951, and the R61C30. The Q950 and Q951 both has a 6 megapixels camera, so besides being an intercom station, they also can detect the people that is in the surroundings. And they have a built-in microphone and a speaker, of course, because they are intercoms, and they have a very potent day and night lens, and with superior low light sensitivity. So there is not a problem when there is low light, it can always have a good image. The R61C30 is a SIP intercom. So for those users who request a SIP intercom, we also have it. It is OMBIF compliant, and it can have up to 5 different SIP numbers for direct calling. It offers a wide angle view, and it's this is a new product, and we are also promoting it again with the ENR that supports the intercom, the access control, and all these concepts of the Security Plus. This is our post-solution architecture. It has the intercom, the access control, and the IP cameras all connected to one server. In this case, the ENR, and also the corporate version of the software ENR is able to have the access control, the intercom, and IP cameras all within one site. So this is the proposal of ACTi. This is how we're trying to reach the market, how to be a unified solution, how to attend every need of businesses. And for the ENR, it has a local user, a remote user, and a mobile user. You can get the ACTi app, and you can actually get the footage from the IP cameras and be notified when there is someone coming to your door through the access control station. I'm going to move on to the operation management area, and here the first thing I will talk about is the cloud-based digital signage. For this, we rely on the MDS 100. The MDS 100 is the heart of this solution. It works with the internet connection, an HDMI cable, and a screen where you can actually broadcast the digital signage. Some of the formats that are supported in these solutions are websites, the live video from IP cameras, Word, PPT, Excel, PDF, all these very popular, well-known formats, and also the newsfeed from RRS. So in a nutshell, the MDS 100 is a microserver that connects through the internet to a user interface for digital content management. You can upload all your images or PPT files, all those formats, and the HDM and the MDS 100 will be connected to a screen, and then it will be able to broadcast. You need to activate a monthly or annual license for this device to work on your screens, and the user interface can be accessed on a device with internet connection. So if you have, for example, 10 monitors in a movie theater, for example, and you want to broadcast the trailers of the latest movies, you can do that with the MDS 100. And if there is different sites for these movie theaters, then you can have 3 sites with 10 monitors. You can control the 30 monitors from one place. So this is a solution which is very good for people who has large installations. And if you only have one monitor, it is also good. You can actually manage it from wherever you are connected through the internet. And the best thing is that the MDS 100 is automatically, it has many functions. For example, if there is an internet failure, it can continue working without the internet connection because the MDS 100 will store all the content and is able to play during 30 days without any internet connectivity once it has been activated. There is many functions for the MDS 100. You can always request any further information through this chat app or send me an email. For the operation management, we have a service optimization camera. It's the Q22K1. This is very helpful for banks, for immigration officers, and for hotels where you want to make sure that people is receiving the best service. And that is why we call it the service optimization camera. One of the key features of the Q22K1 is that it has a voice level detection microphone. So for example, when there is someone raising his or her voice, it can actually detect that this person is talking louder than the usual, and then it will actually generate a notification about this incident. It has a desktop stand with magnetic base, so it can be placed over a desktop. It is very discreet, it is elegant, and it has a super wide angle view, so you can actually have both the recording from a person's voice and also the image of this person who is talking. Now I'm going to talk about business intelligence, and we'll talk about people counting and why people counting is important. So people counting is important if you want to know customer footfall and the conversion rate. This is simply having how many visitors you have to your shop. Maybe you have 100 visitors, but from these 100 visitors, how many actually become customers? Perhaps only 10, then you will have a 10% conversion rate. Then you can actually think about how businesses can use this type of data to actually analyze why is people not actually buying our products, why they're coming in and they're walking outside empty-handed. So this is the type of intelligence that we want to provide with ACTi solutions. And also you can have the correlation between the weather impact to businesses. For example, on a rainy day, how many visitors you have to your store? How many visitors would you expect on a day that is sunny and hot? For example, if you're a convenience store and you have a special discounts on beverage, so you can actually use this big data and target specific days and have an estimated amount of people that will be actually coming to your store. It is also useful if you are having long lines. You can actually have an estimate of how many visitors you will have, and based on that, you will efficiently have the staff up or reduce the number of people that is actually in charge of customer service. So see, this is some of the examples of how you can use people counting for different kind of businesses and for business intelligence. How we do it, we have different equipment for counting people. We have mini domes, the Q93 and Q94. We have the dual fixed lens, the Q960, Q961, and Q962. And we offer also the people counting server and the people counting metadata server. This is in case where you have already an IP camera. You can install these servers. They are independent, and the main function is to have the counting through the algorithms integrated through these devices, through this software with any IP camera. So we give you the solutions, we give you the options, different choices for you to, and also with different levels of prices for different type of markets. And with people counting, you can combine it with heat map analysis for further business intelligence. And why is heat map analysis important? Well, actually, heat maps allows shop owners to assess the product placement. For example, which part of the shelf attracts more customers and why. You can evaluate the promotion events attractiveness. For example, if you are going to have a special sales, is this promotion actually being efficient? Is the cost of this promotion actually paying off? You can identify which products capture more attention from customers, and based on this, you can actually place these products in the higher presence of people, where you can see that in the heat map, for example, where people standing, usually you will see red colors, like there is heat presence. So this is the points where you want to place those products that are about to expire or that you need to stock. You need to sell it quickly because there is some special offer on or there is new products coming in. So this is how you can actually gather intelligence and use this type of analysis to target customers. With people counting and heat maps, we also have demographic analysis. This is telling you the people that is coming to your store, how many of them are female, how many are males, and about how old. You will receive a range of age. Let's say they're 20 to 30 or 30 to 40. So with this type of data, you can actually broadcast targeted advertisement. With the MDS 100 and the demographic analysis, you can have advertisement specially designed for people based on their age and gender. In this PPT, you can see that there is a female about 23 years old, and in the advertisement, there is some makeup products being promoted to her. It not necessarily needs to be makeup. It could be a dress. It could be a sports good, depending on the person and the age. That is how we try to actually provide this capacity of business intelligence for retailers. And for operation management, comes again back to the operation management area, we have the parking lot, which actually uses automatic license plate recognition. You can create a black list and white list of cars, and for a commercial building, you will know who's coming into your parking lot, and you can automatically manage the gate through the digital input-output. All of the solutions are in one place. We have the people counting, we have the access control, we have the heat map solutions, and demographic analysis, and also the parking lot management. All of this data, it is very useful, but you need a place where to gather all this data and make it actually something that you can understand, something graphical, something that you can access anytime. And that is why we provide the market application suite, is ACTi MAS. So all this kind of data that is gathered through the IP cameras, through the metadata generator boxes, and through the intelligent video analytics goes to this place. And why do you need this big data? Because it increases the efficiency of operation management, and it's how you can actually adopt the business intelligence mechanisms. For example, targeted advertisement. The market application suite can be for retail, for parking lot, for access control, and also for system health management of these integrated solutions. It is highly customizable. You can go to this link and you will see all the different solutions that we can work on a project basis. If there is a special requirement, for example, for schools, you may need to have the digital signage. So we can also provide you the digital signage and have people counting integrated with the MAS. So you can know the exact amount of people that is actually coming in to your event. How it looks, this is already been installed by ACTi. This is a project that we already have, and this is the type of graph that you will receive. It is a cloud-based solution. You can also have it local. We sell the server installed in a box already in a computer, and this is how it actually looks. You can have the amount of people coming in. You can have the demographic analysis and the graph, and you can actually access this demo site through this website address that I left on the link down below. And for parking lot, the same. You can have a white and black list of cars, and then you will actually grant the access for those cars that actually are in the white list, and for the black list, it will create a notice. It will warn the security guard, there is this guy trying to come in, and if it doesn't have access, you can actually have a response accordingly to each situation. And also you can access, there is a demo site with the link down below. It is up, you can go to the Internet Explorer and you will be able to see it. And I will give you, finalized, and now we're closing up this webinar, and I will give you 8 reasons why I consider that you should use ACTi Security Plus. And this is from my point of view. I see as these solutions, I look at ACTi and I try to think critically how we can actually utilize this ACTi Security Plus. And actually ACTi offers you a wide selection of IP cameras and video monitoring systems. There is more than 250 IP cameras, and we also offer you software and standalone MVR, so it's a unified solution. With the access control and video surveillance in one server, you have more options to be to give a quick response to threats of security in your building, in your shop, wherever you install this solution. It's actually very good for you to have more control of the access of people. That is the first point of access of security. The point of access is the first point that you must protect. You have the cloud-based solution for the digital signage management. You can integrate the IP video footage, and it is very smart. It's intelligent because it automatically resumes when there is a failure in the network or the power outage. It is very good. Also, we have application-oriented solutions. This is to increase customer satisfaction. So at the end, for system integrators or end users, what they want is to increase the customer satisfaction, to increase their sales, to have bigger revenues, and to earn more money. So that's what we try to do with these applications for retailers, for schools, for all type of customers. With big data, you can have a high accuracy of people counting, and you can predict how many people will come to your event depending on the day, also depending on the weather, depending on different factors. You can have this type of data which you can use for having more efficient use of human resources. For the store layout, using the heat map analysis, you can actually improve your sales by putting those products that you need to sell quickly in those areas where customers are more attracted to. Or you can actually shift customers' attention to areas where they don't actually go to. So you can use this type of intelligence for improving the layout of your store. You can have targeted advertisement to a specific customer based on groups of gender and age. So if there is children coming to your store, you can advertise to these children. If there is adults coming to your store, you can advertise to adults. If there is young people looking for sport goods, you can target these customers and actually give them the right information. Best of all is that you can manage all of your operation management and business intelligence applications from MAS. Actually, MAS is a cloud-ready solution. As I said, it can be also be placed in a local server, and with this type of flexibility is that we try to bring the concept of Security Plus and offer to the market the best that we can. That would be all for today's webinar. If you have any questions, you are very welcome to ask. And thank you very much for joining and for your participation.